Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Micah Parsons sends direct message to Cowboys front office. Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons wants his extension done soon as he looks to eliminate distractions ahead of training camp. Parsons is entering the final year of his rookie deal and has been in negotiations with the Cowboys on a long-term, lucrative extension. While things have progressed, the sides appear to disagree on the overall value. You look around the league at most of these players who are getting these very top contracts. It does take time ultimately to get there, and believe me, if we could sign Micah to a number we wanted to sign him to, we do it right now, Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones said. But right now, there's a difference in what we feel is the right number, and what he feels like is the right number. Parsons has been in attendance for the team's voluntary off-season workouts, a show of good faith amid negotiations. However, he also emphasized that he would like to finalize the deal before training camp. It's really important. You see a lot of players struggle when guys aren't participating in camp. They get off to a slow start. I don't want to get off to a slow start, Parsons said. I want to hit the ground running and establish ourselves in this league. Get some wins early in the season and be in rhythm. It's going to be extremely important. Micah Parsons on the importance of getting a new contract done before training camp. Bengals receiver Ja'Marr Chase recently reset the bar for non-quarterback contracts. Parsons is expected to surpass the $40.25 million annually that Chase makes. Parsons' production on the field is elite, which has put him in the position to land a record-setting contract. He has 52.5 sacks over 4 seasons and has been in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year multiple times. However, the Cowboys want Parsons to step up as a leader. The assumption here is that we're going to get something done, and so he knows or should know how important his work is around here and how important his being around here working is to leadership, owner Jerry Jones said. It's a big deal. It's the main reason why I've kind of taken some of the attitude I've taken about this thing. Micah just has to be elevated in his leadership and will be, or it will be a downer when he gets his anticipated contract. It will be a downer if he does not elevate leadership. Parsons said part of the reason he's attending the optional workouts is that he needs to learn the new playbook under new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. But he also wants to build a strong relationship with new head coach Brian Schottenheimer, who is taking over for Mike McCarthy. I just thought it was important for my relationship with our new head coach. I want to help him in any way I can. If he asks for me to come in for a couple of days from a leadership aspect, to be around the guys and showcase, that's something I'm willing to do for my coach. Micah Parsons is in line for a record-setting extension with the Cowboys. Earlier this offseason, Jerry Jones raised eyebrows by suggesting he might bypass Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulugheta, in contract negotiations. Parsons quickly shut down the idea on social media, standing by Mulugheta. When asked about Jones' comments, Parsons downplayed any tension, saying there's no bad blood. Overall, Jerry is one of the better people I know. And my agent is one of the better people I know, Parsons said. So it's like when your brother and sister are arguing. You don't step in the middle or choose sides. There's no hard feelings there. Cowboys training camp is slated to begin in late July in Oxnard, California. Fans unanimously roast Jerry Jones for revealing Dallas Cowboys NFL draft plans. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have just over 48 hours to make their final preparations for the 2025 NFL Draft. The first round is scheduled to begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday night. Last season, the Cowboys failed to make the playoffs. They dealt with injury issues throughout the season, but the year was an embarrassing failure. Dallas ended the 2024 campaign with a 7-10 record. That was not acceptable for Jones. He moved on from head coach Mike McCarthy and brought in Brian Schottenheimer to replace him. Now, the Cowboys need to improve the roster to get back to winning in 2025. With the draft right around the corner, Jones spoke out publicly about the fact that he's working on two fairly large trades that could happen either before or after the draft. "We're looking at two things that could happen before or after the draft," Jones said. "Two pretty substantive trades. Been working on today." Following those comments being made public, fans took to social media to roast Jones for sharing his NFL draft plans. Why does he have to announce this?" one fan asked. Another fan chimed in, who wants to wager they don't or that any trade isn't substantive. "Jerry needs to let go and have a real GM/front office run the show without meddling," a third comment read. A fourth commenter said, "He's probably talking into an Elmo phone attached to a Playskool kitchenette while negotiating all these trades. Traylon for a third buddy. That's a steal for a top 4 WR," a fifth comment read. Only time will tell, but fans clearly aren't expecting to see a big trade occur as Jones hinted. Perhaps he does have something up his sleeve. The NFL draft begins on Thursday, and to this point all talk about the Dallas area from a professional sports standpoint was centering on the Mavericks, bad, and Stars, somewhat good. Have no fear, Jerry Jones is here. The Cowboys held their annual pre-draft press conference on Tuesday, and for the most part it was about as chalk as it could be. The front office said that they wanted to draft the best player available and noted that they believe in their process, all standard operating procedure type of stuff. Something interested emerged from the post-presser media quotes from Jerry Jones, though. Jerry threw some chum in the rumor waters and noted that the Cowboys are currently working on two different trades. He even called them substantial ones. For the record, this is quite believable relative to this offseason specifically for the Cowboys. So far we have seen them execute 3 different trades for veterans Kaiir Elam, who was mentioned a lot during the presser, Kenneth Murray, and Joe Milton. That Jerry noted the trades could occur after the draft suggests that they are related to other veterans, as it is obviously known who is on what team at the moment, but perhaps it is a matter of waiting to see if certain teams end up fuller at certain positions through the draft. Jerry noted that the Cowboys were working on these trades on Tuesday, which means that they were extraordinarily busy at the Star. In addition to the press conference, they were, apparently, working on these trade ideas and had Stephon Gilmore stopping by. Who knows what comes of that? Free agent CB Stephon Gilmore visited Cowboys on Tuesday. The Dallas Cowboys are in a prime position to add an impact player with the 12th overall pick in Thursday's NFL draft. Wide receiver and running back have been at the forefront, but cornerback has been another position that's been linked to Dallas in the first round. However, on Tuesday, an interesting development was reported by several people close to the team. Free agent cornerback Stephon Gilmore was at the Star in Frisco. Gilmore was with the Cowboys in 2023, and despite being long in the tooth, he had a very solid year as he logged a career-high 69 tackles and snagged 2 interceptions. Currently, the status of Trayvon Diggs for the upcoming season is in question. Plus, veteran Jordan Lewis is in Jacksonville, and 2024 rookie Kalen Carson didn't get off to a good start with injuries and adjusting to the pro level. Gilmore is heading into his 14th season in the league. That means the financial compensation to get him won't be huge, which is right up the Cowboys' alley. If this situation were to materialize into a second stint for Gilmore in Dallas, it would push the cornerback position further down the priority list and allow the Cowboys to focus on some other key areas. And you, fan? What do you think about Stephon Gilmore's situation? Write to us in the comments.